Hey guys, welcome back to your Women's Gear Review channel, and today we are reviewing the Travel Hybrid Backpack 30 litre from Three Peaks. In this review we will of course have got you covered. We're going to go through the summary, we'll go through the features, we'll pack it out, see if we can get into it, we'll do a wee fit check, airline test, water test, and then run through some pros and cons. And of course, as always, if there is anything that we've missed that you would like to know, then just pop us a wee comment below and be sure to get back to you. Okay, let's get cracking on with the summary. So this is priced at £130. Now with that you do get your waist strap included. You also get included your little rain cover, so you can freely place this over the backpack, whether it is packed or unpacked. It just sits over it really nicely and just helps with that weather resistance. If you are after any of their other accessories, then I highly recommend checking out their packing cubes because it pairs really well with their backpacks. This is 51 by 32 by 20 in centimeters and a starting weight of 1.8 kg, and it is made with recycled 600D rPET. It's easy to clean and it is very easy to maintain. This is the lunar grey colour. You can get it in the black and the forest green. This backpack is definitely kind of a sweet spot between the practical carry-on day pack and the real travel pack. A 30 litres just gives you enough space for a few days worth of clothes and your tech without going overboard. And they've also implemented things that make it accessible for everyday kind of use, but also for travel purposes as well. If you're thinking their 30 litre is still a bit too big, then I definitely recommend checking out their 24 litre backpack. I've done a review on that on the channel as well. Three Peaks offer free shipping for Great Britain. That's only where they ship to at the minute. I'm hoping that they do expand their shipping internationally because I feel like they would do really well. They do offer 60-day returns and a 2-year warranty. Okay, let's get cracking on with the features. Okay, so for the branding, you have a little bit of pop of colour here on the side, a little red that complements the grey quite well. You've got Three Peaks embedded here on the seatbelt material. Then if we flip her over, you have just the 30 litre here. Sometimes you might find Three Peaks on the other side of the strap, but they've opted to keep it quite simple for this one. So starting off externally here, we have 4 compression straps. Now these straps are really great for just honing in the bag if you are starting to overpack it and you do want to fit it into smaller spaces and kind of compressing it down, but also to secure, say, a water bottle, a tripod, anything bigger that might extend up towards the end of the bag, then you can secure it in a bit better. Now they've opted for a G-hook system that I absolutely adore. It just makes it super easy to kind of get around the product. On both sides you have 2 D-hooks. If you did want to attach anything, then you could go ahead and do that. You've got a little dangle stopper on both sides. You can compress it in, you can expand it out, just depending on what you want to use it for. Same for the one here closest to the water bottle compartment. Say you have a smaller object in there, you want to compress it in a bit more, then you can go ahead and do that and secure it a bit better. Again, 2 D-hooks on both sides of the straps, and that's the exact same on the opposite side as well. To just kind of show you, which I'll get into in a minute, I'll put in a water bottle and I'll also put in the tripod for you to kind of see how that looks. Beside each compression strap in each pocket here, you do have a side handle, 1 and then 2 on the other side. They kind of just sit up like this. It's just that seatbelt material, so something to quick and easily grab onto. Then for your top one, it's just behind here. Slightly softer one, easy to grab onto instead of grabbing onto your straps. For the pockets itself, so compression straps, you've got this big pocket, a little bit of elastic to kind of open it up. We will be packing out this bag, so you are going to see a bit better as to what water bottle kind of fits in here with ease when it is packed and unpacked. I'm going to show you unpacked in a minute. So that's one side. The same on the other side. Obviously one side has the branding and the other side it does not. To note as well, on the strap here, a little loophole. Same for the other side. If you did want to attach to this bag, then you have the option to do so. So we have a 1 litre that can fit in here like so. You'll be able to see again whenever this starts to pack out. That's where that will go if you decide to put a water bottle in there, or you can opt to say, oh, I'd love to place my tripod in there, I want to lip it through. You could do that as well, and that's kind of how that looks in there for a little bit of reference. So taking this out, that's there, all done for the sides. On the front, 1, 2, 3, 4 external lip holes. This works really well if you did want to attach on some of their accessories. Sorry, I've just missed a few here. There is 1, 2 on each side. So 4 in total. You guys can't count. You can attach on some of their accessories. So for example, just being careful obviously what you are attaching, but if you wanted to leave yourself some room in the main compartment and you had a wash bag, their wash bag, you've got the little gatekeeper system. You can just pop this like so, attach it onto the front and have that kind of hang down on the front. Just being careful, obviously you have your wash bag sitting out there, you might want to try and lock the zips of some sort, but it just gives you the ability then to use the space how you want and attach to the front if you're lacking some space and you wanted to add on to this bag, then you have the option to do so. This top pocket here, so you have again compression straps. If you did want to feed anything through here, you can again go ahead and attach to this bag. You can add to it yourself, just depending on how secure you feel. It is a little G-hook system. You've got your compression straps with a little dangle stopper on there. Kind of works like a little bit of anti-theft for this top pocket. So if we remove these two straps, you've got your coated zips, 2 little custom pillars. If we open this, you have got a little top grabbing pocket. This material is like a gridded style material, really easy clean. At the top here you do have a meshed pocket in there. You've got your little key tether, pretty short, and it is sewn in. So a little bit of organization at the top here, just for you to quick and easily grab what you need instead of going into the main meat of the bag. This material, it's not bright. It's not the bright interior. I do miss that, but at least when you open up the space, a lot of light does come in. Closing this, attach anything to the top, an extra jacket, sleeping bag, barbell pad, then you can do that. Then you have this pocket here, which opens up into the main meat of the bag. Coated zips, little custom pillars, so you can just come from the top if you wish, or you can bring her on down. If you're coming from the top, you've got your quick access pocket here with the mesh. Now this is a darker interior. I do prefer the brighter interior, especially if I'm showing you guys. But we should be grand. There's plenty of light hopefully coming in here. Plenty of space then for you to pack it up how you wish. On one side you've got the little mesh pocket, a little bit of a mesh pocket. Then here, a little bit of organization. Because of the flexibility, you do actually get a lot in here, which we'll be able to see soon. You can kind of create like pants, underwear, socks and all that in there, and then use the rest of the space, or if you had books, and just depends on how you want to pack up your bag ultimately. On both sides you've got 2 stretchy meshed pockets where you can fit in extra water bottles. This is a 750ml, that fits in grand. There's this 1 litre as well. Just being aware that you might compromise the space on the outside, so you might have to pick and choose depending on what you want in there. It doesn't always have to be a water bottle. Then this is your tech compartment. You've got a smaller tech pocket and then your laptop compartment, really well padded, both got false bottoms. You've also got the option here on the back to come in. I'm just going to show you this because you can come from the front or you can come from the back. Now this back pocket does create a little bit of anti-theft with our load lifters. You've got 2 custom pillars, coated zips again, and you have the option to open the bag fully. You can come from the top, grab your laptop if you want, or as mentioned, you can kind of just open this up like so. So you have the front access pocket, or you have the back access pocket. Now just to give you a wee measurement of the laptop compartment, that runs up to 12, 8.5. This runs up to about 16.5, just being careful of that curve, 10.5. I've got the Acer I'm going to give you a measurement. I keep getting it wrong. I think it's 12 by 9. 12 inches by 9. Can you go in there? Can you slightly fit in? Do you know sometimes you can get away with some stuff? No, that one can't. Sometimes if you have a little bit of stretch, you sometimes can. So that doesn't work for that little pocket. I've got the 15-inch MacBook Pro, and that goes into the back pocket there. As you can see, you still got plenty of room to go a little bit bigger if you wish. I'm gonna remove all this and go into the back system. Going in, we have our load lifters that I absolutely adore, as you would have seen, creating a little bit of anti-theft here for that back compartment. You've got the range to kind of compress it in, extend it out, you'll be able to see it a bit better in the fit check as to how that works. On both sides, little click close. On the strap itself, you've got little moments, you've got a wee D-hook here. On the side, if you had any cards that you wanted to place in there, you've got a little space moment, or even your AirPods. Just run right down to here. Then you've got your sternum strap that is rotational. Got a little dangle stopper. You've got this close on the straps. Dangle stopper, little thumb puller. It's that silky kind of smooth seatbelt material, so it's quite easy to maneuver. It's not rough. The padding runs right up to the top of the bag. Straps here, and the padding runs right down into the back system. A little bit of airflow, a lot of cushion with this backpack, which is nice. And then you will find your secret pocket here. Shiny material on the inside there. Lots and lots of padding, so you have a little bit of space in there. It is RFID secure, so if you have your ID or anything in there, then you will be grand for that. This works as a luggage pass through as well. And then with the bag, you do get a removable waist hip belt, depending on where it sits on you, which you can absolutely take off and never see again, or you have the option to place it on through here. There's a wee sticky bit in there, like a little Velcro stop. That's where it'll stay in. You've got lots of padding on here, lots of cushion, and just adding on to that overall support for long periods of time as well. When you've got your built-in load lifters, your sternum strap and your hip belt, it all comes together. So you do have the option to use that. It is that we click. There is no pockets or anything on it, quite simple and to the point, but still enough to give you lots and lots of support here. And you've got your dangle stoppers on there, but you will be able to see a bit more on that in the fit check. Okay, let's go ahead and pack her on up. For packing, you can absolutely go ahead and just pack up the bag. Pack up what you need and use clothing, use shoes, use whatever you wish. I do recommend using their packing cubes actually, because I found, especially like the wash bag, that has become my religious kind of sort of wash bag. I've got everything bunged into here. Hairspray, sunscreen, spray, tissues, all of that. So that works out well for me, but obviously you can pack this how you want and the space how you want. I'll give you a little bit of a bits and bobs. So let's do the laptop compartments. 15-inch book. Interesting that that doesn't secure that, so something to be aware of. Coffee mug on one side. That is a 500ml coffee mug. This is a laptop charger to the Acer, but I'm just going to show you in here just as a little bit of reference. If you have the MacBook one, then that'll fit in there as well. This packing cube from them, absolutely fantastic. What we can do is pack this. I want a pair of jeans in there. You can go at the bottom. Got one kind of cotton top, baggy short sleeve top, a pair of leggings, another pair of leggings. I've got these trousers, and I have a few more wee tops. These are like little daintier tops, bralette crop tops. Goes in there. I'm gonna fit another pair of leggings in there. These are the Gymshark leggings, so fairly thin. Let me close this. Looking on the bag just like that. You got a little handle, take it out, easy enough. We've got the wash bag. I'm going to place down here. UK size 6 shoes, pants, bralettes, socks and underwear. My makeup bag. I wonder if you can go there. You can fit like chargers in there, power bank and cable. Close this. That's where I like to just chuck like all my kind of accessories that I need. So let's say cards, phone, DS. Close that. Usually I like to have my headphones sitting at the top, but I can attach them to the bag if needs be. I'm gonna opt to put my wallet in there. AirPods. Let's try the 750 mil. You can go there. 10 kg. Whew. Okay, time for a fit check, comfortability, and see how this feels and looks on the female body. So this is what the backpack looks like on me. For reference, I am 5'6". No issues in terms of comfort. Everything kind of fits well. There's plenty of material here on the sternum strap as well. The padding's lovely too, even if you're not wearing a thick jumper at that. And the hip belt just really helps support everything in, especially for a 30 litre. You don't always need that, but it's nice to have the option. And then you can kind of fit in the load lifters, the straps and everything to your own fit. So in terms of comfort, it does it well. But yeah, just want to show you on me. When you do have the backpack on, it is hard to kind of get the load lifters into the right position. For me, I feel like I'm pulling a bit too hard, and maybe could have done with a little bit more material for that to kind of fit it a bit better, but otherwise it doesn't take away from the actual comfort of the backpack. So for a wee airline test, this is the replica of EasyJet behind me. Now, just depends. Sometimes with a 30 litre you can get away with it as a personal item. I'm just going to show you here so you can see it. It's just a bit too chunky. If you're not packing it and you get to the airport and you kind of want to shove it in, you could probably go ahead and do that if you didn't have anything really in the top or the bulk of the front pocket, or the main compartment kind of bulking out that front bit. Then you could probably get away with doing that, but I would just probably say to yourself that if you are using this, then you're probably gonna want to use it to the max. If you are taking it away with you, then it will work as a carry-on for EasyJet. So for a water test, this is absolutely great for water weather resistance, and if you're feeling like it's not fully protected, then you can add on your rain cover as well. Okay, time for some pros and cons. Pro number one is definitely the price range for the quality and build and everything you get with it. I have to say they are a really reliable brand, and I've never found really any issues in terms of their products. So it's definitely one to look out for if you are after either a small compact one. You could opt for their 24 litre, the 30 litre, or even their 42 litre. They definitely have a variety over on their website. I do like the fact that you have versatility in the opening. You can come from the front or you can come from the back. I really like the anti-theft that is implemented. So you've got the kind of subtle branding. It's not popping all over the place. You've also got your RFID blocking and moments, such as the straps that kind of stop you from opening the pockets as easily. But on that, I would have loved lockable zips to be provided with this backpack too. I also would have loved probably, maybe not with a 30 litre, depends on if you are taking away as a carry-on, just stowable straps that can come in quite handy when you are trying to stow it away or get it into kind of smaller spaces, and saves the kind of back system. And just for that load lifter, absolutely adore the whole kind of back system. I think it really complements well and fits nicely. It's just that when it's on the back and kind of getting those load lifters in, I would have probably loved a little bit more material. Do let me know below your pros and cons, what you like, what you don't like, all that fun stuff. I love to know below. So that is the end of our review. We hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then why not consider joining the channel and hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.